Hello everyone, my name is Madison and welcome back to Hopp'in, and today I'll be showing you the frog room for July. And today I have Squish with me. She is my new leopard gecko. I believe she's a female, not sure yet because she's very young. She's eating great and she's super friendly, clearly. I am filming this at night, so hopefully the frogs will be more active. And so is she, except for Pickle right there, who's very angry that I woke her up. Pickle is a veiled chameleon if you don't know, and if you're new to this channel, I hope you enjoy this video. It's been 6 months since my last very big frog room tour. It was the January frog room tour that's hitting around 12,000 views, which is crazy, but so much has changed. I'd like to go through the frog room again, slower, and maybe make this like a longer video than the 3-minute videos they have been before. And I'm in the process of, hello there, changing a lot of the tanks. So some are very basic and some are like crazy good. Going on this side. So if you're concerned about the frogs and them having such basic tanks right now, it's not going to stay. She is going down my shirt. So right now some of the tanks are very basic. They are being changed throughout this week, and that's why this video is so late. Yesterday I was working on some of the tanks and I realized, wait, it's July 30th, I need to get a video out. So now let's get on with the tour. The first tank we have here are the Firebelly Toads tank. These toads were the first frogs I ever owned that were exotic. They live in a 40-gallon breeder that has about 3 inches of water in it. I use a turtle filter from Enclosure and it works perfectly. The frogs never get stuck in it, and they seem to enjoy it. Some of these guys are about 8 years old. Next is the Veiled Chameleons Enclosure. Pickle is a chameleon that needs her space. She doesn't like to be held. I recently remodeled her tank and she seems a lot happier and safer in her enclosure. She was usually a dark brown, but now she seems to be a lighter green. Now Pickle was a little grumpy because I woke her up. Next is the Leopard Gecko's enclosure. I recently got Squish. Actually, a friend got me Squish for my birthday. I'm the only person that would want a gecko for my birthday. Squish lives in a 10-gallon tank. She has everything that a leopard gecko needs. She's extremely friendly and likes to smile after she eats. Next is a red-legged climbing tree frog's tank. Currently, one lives in a 5-gallon tank. Her enclosure is currently being redone. I have tons of plants and new dirt to put in, and it will look much better in about 2 days. Next is the red-eyed tree frog's tank. 2 red-eyed tree frogs live in here at the moment, and a 35-gallon hexagon tank. I just redid this tank about 20 minutes ago. It has new dirt, plants, and decorations. Next is the African Clawed Frog's tank. One lives in here in a 10-gallon tank. I don't know why, but this tank always gets a ton of algae in it, and I clean it constantly. If you guys have any tips on how to keep algae out, please let me know in the comments down below. Next is the Texas Toad's tank. 3 live in here at the moment, in a 20-gallon long tank. I've tried planting plants in here, but these guys seem to not like it since they kill literally every plant I put in here. I know it's bad to pick favorites, but I think these guys are my favorite. Here is the cane toad's tank. Currently, 3 cane toads live in a 40-gallon breeder. This is the next tank that is going to be redone. Next is the white tree frog's tank. Currently, 7 live in a 32-gallon curved tank. This tank also needs to be redone, since they've also killed almost every plant I've put in here and just destroyed the dirt. Though they have all the space to jump around and sleep, they spend most of their time up on this little ledge. Here is Mark. He gets pretty angry when he isn't the center of attention. Here's Mush trying to fall asleep. And here's Mark again, wanting me to put the camera back on him. I must say, these guys have the biggest personality out of any frog I've ever owned. Next is the Southern Toad's tank. Currently 2 live in here in a 20-gallon tall. I recently redid this tank as well, and they seem to be a lot happier. Meet Larry. He's one of the tadpoles, well now 2-month-old toad, from the last group of eggs that was outside. I brought him in just because we have those giant bullfrogs out there, and I don't think he'd have a chance. He lives in a 2.5 gallon tank and will soon be outside with all his other friends. Next is the Cuban tree frog's tank. Currently 4 live in a 20 gallon tall. I have tried redoing their tank to look very nice, and just like the Texas toads and White's tree frogs, these guys have killed every plant I put in there. Though they are messy, I still love them. Next is the Spadefoot's tank. 2 currently live in a 10 gallon tank. They might not be the prettiest toad, but I sure do love them. Next is the Golden Tree Frog's tank. Currently 1 lives in a 5 gallon tank. Next is the Green Tree Frog's tank. Currently 2 green tree frogs live in a 10 gallon tank. This tank sure needs a new upgrade. Meet Oakley. He's one of the newest members to the Hopp'in family. He is a Dwarf African Clawed Frog. He is currently living in a 5 gallon tank alone, of course, because these guys typically are aggressive. He definitely will be upgraded, though, to a 10 gallon tank because he can get to about 6 inches long. And the best for last, the feeders. I have about 2,000 crickets at all times. Well, until the White's tree frogs see I have crickets. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more. I will be doing another Q&A. You can leave a comment as to how I got into frogs or what I used to edit these videos. And if you have a question that you want me to answer now, let me know in the comment because they won't be answered until this Friday or Saturday when the video comes out. Have a happy day. Goodbye.